Mr. De Croo, welcome.
Hello.
If you empower in the next elections, what would be your top 3 sustainability priorities?
The first element is about electrification. And electrification is the main driver of staying away from fossil fuels. So that means that we need abundance of electricity, and that is a mix of renewable. In Belgium, this is mostly offshore wind, where we have fully utilized our potential, and together with nuclear. We made the decision to extend 2 nuclear reactors. I think we have to extend the 3rd nuclear reactor, and I think we have to do it for 20 years and not just 10 years. And besides that, we also will continue our investments in SMRs, because SMRs is probably what we will need by 2045, 2050. So that's one priority. A second priority is making sure that heavy industry is a partner in our sustainability projects. And heavy industry really is crucial from a prosperity point of view, but also keeping heavy industry in Europe is good for the world, because if we are the place with the most difficult rules, if it goes away here, it will produce somewhere else, but in a much more polluting way. That means that we need to create the right fiscal incentives to make sure that the transformation can take place. We've seen with IRA what is happening in the United States. In Europe, we need some type of IRA as well. And then third element is we need to give more space to innovation. I think as regulators, we need to be clear on the objective. I think we need to stick to Fit for 55. This is what we agreed on. I would not move on that at all. But let's be more open on how to achieve it. A lot of the regulation sets the objective, but also defines how to do it. I think we need to create more space for innovation, which is what the private sector is good at.
You already talked about innovation. Global markets are demanding more sustainable business solutions. How will you grab this opportunity and put Belgium in the leading position internationally?
Well, just give you an example of how we did it. Offshore wind is something where Belgium really is at the top of the worldwide expertise, though we only have a coastline of 69 kilometers. We have a very small coastline. We're really small in this, but we're a giant in our knowledge. And that's because very early on, more than 20 years ago, we decided to invest in offshore wind. And today, our technology is greening energy production throughout the world. And that's what we need to do. You need to create the right circumstances here in Belgium to be innovative, to be a pioneer, to be piloting certain things, and then develop it in the rest of the world. And we have potential to do that besides offshore wind, for example, in small nuclear. That is why, as a government, we're investing in this, and also in hydrogen. And Belgium is a crossroad of energy infrastructure. Today, we are a crossroad of natural gas and of electricity. In the future, we will also be a crossroad for hydrogen infrastructure and for CO2 infrastructure. We are at a unique location in Europe here. Let's build that in all types of energy infrastructure, and then we will continue playing the role of leading the world in growing to be more sustainable.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.